big thinking here at Ironclad RC. So basically, this is my battery tray. I molded this with fiberglass from a plug that I made, and then I made my mold and pulled apart from it. That's my battery tray. This is like a little extra piece I had left over from a project. Same thing, gel coated fiberglass that I epoxied into the boat. I normally just throw my ESC like right there. Kind of fits perfect. I just zip tie it in place. So I'm trying to improve heat, trying to dissipate some extra heat. So I've actually come up with a pretty good idea. Now this is a piece of like channel. It's for a sliding door on a shower. That's what the sliding door slides on a shower. Like one door sits on this rail, the other door sits on this rail. Okay. Just had a little extra piece of this, about a 5-foot piece laying around. I was like looking around for something I could mount my ESC upright in my boat, kind of like that. And I found this. So what I did was I cut it in half, cut it to size, and I drilled holes in the bottom like epoxy dams so I can epoxy this piece of aluminum into the boat. Basically, my ESC will fit right on that piece of aluminum, and it's really thin. And there's a bonus. You got this little fin right here to help dissipate heat on your ESC. I'm going to double side stick it on there and then put it in the boat like so. Just epoxy it in, double side stick my ESC into place. My batteries are right here. Boom. And it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool right there. So I think I'm going to run with that. I drilled the holes out a little bit. Oh, that's not good for your boat. Damn, that's real good. Put them in my drill vise and line all the holes up. Drill the holes a little bit smaller so that it looks uniform in case you see them from the back when the ESC is sitting in the boat. See? I just bent a little angle on it so it kind of kicks my ESC back at an angle so you can see it better. It dissipates heat better. My wires with this cat pack on it actually just going to plug right into the batteries. It's going to work perfect. So if you guys are looking for an upright ESC mount, Ironclad RC has done it again. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done, when it's all mounted into the boat. I'm actually in the process of putting all my electronics back in this boat. Offshore Electrics 150. And I just basically took a Fly Color 150, which is the same ESC. I added a cat pack and zip tied it on. Alright. Just refreshing the old boat. I've had this ESC on a TP Power 4060, which is this guy right here. I've had this motor in my boat for about 3 years now. Well, 2.5, maybe almost 3 years. But she's got the bearing. Bearings wore out on it. This boat's got a lot of hours on it. A lot of blades been slung with this boat right here. A lot of rooster tails thrown with this boat. So I'm going to I'm just refreshing it. Refreshing the boat. Breathe a little new life into her. And yeah. ESC mount for you guys. You're welcome. Alright, so I'm going to get this one right here all ready to go. I got the edges filed down. And yeah, we're going to get it in the boat. I like to use a little scribe for stuff like this, so I can drill my holes. Put it in my little drill vise. Punch my holes before I drill it. Alright. That's good enough. Get us a piece of sandpaper. Sand off that excess. If you're going to use epoxy for a boat, I would get you a piece of 80 grit. rough up the bottom. That way you have something for it to hold on to. Alright. So it's basically going to go right there. We need to bend it into place. I would have put it in my vise, but it's got that little fin on it, limiting the bend I can put on it. So I had to use pliers. That thing's tighter than a mosquito, cha-cha, huh? Yeah. Also, I was thinking I could use that fin, which I won't. You could put your cat pack on there. Bam. Be cool to put some copper tubes. Run a couple of extra copper tubes right here, and have extra cooling, like water tube here with a silicone tube hooked up to it. Oh, that would be amazing. That would really cool something down. So I was gonna drill a couple holes, but I decided against it. I have bad luck drilling holes through things I'm not supposed to drill into the back. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna drill through my boat, so I'm not gonna drill a hole. I'm gonna take some 80 grit, brand new 80 grit, and rough this up where this thing's gonna be at. That's just my luck. Oh man, I'd be madder than a midget in a big and tall store. Jeez. Oh boy. Alright, got it roughed up. Some 5-minute epoxy. Do just fine. Huh? I use a coffee stirring stick to mix it up with. My local gas station's probably like, what the hell happened to all my coffee stirrers? Jeez. Alright. So like I said, those little dam holes right there, you want your epoxy to just kind of fill in those holes. That's what's going to keep this thing in place. Alright. So I don't want my ESC to go nowhere. So I'm probably gonna do 2 layers, two applications. That's the last thing you want, is your darn ESC flying out of its mounting position if you have a blowover, because when I'm throwing big blades on this thing, it'll blow over. Got it set so she's running dry. She likes to, I'm gonna put it on backwards. She likes to blow over sometimes. All boats do. Trying to do some speed, get some speed. Alright, that's her. I'm just gonna connect these dams, the holes. Put a little bit of epoxy in here so that they connect. I have to connect all 3 of those holes on each side, and that's gonna lock this thing into place permanently. Where are you going? Where are you going? Nowhere. Alright, so let's make sure she's lined up with the boat. I was thinking about drilling holes in this and like zip tying my ESC, but I've got some pretty good double-sided tape. Make sure it's centered here. Alright. And I'm going to try to find something to set on top of it to push it down. I've been thinking about how to mount this ESC so that my wires are kind of nice and neat, and finally figured out a way to do it. I've been kind of thinking about it for a while. I didn't take any action on doing it, but today I was just out in the shop looking around for something to mount my ESC with, and happened to run across this spare piece of whatever you call this, like channel. I was holding on to it, and I couldn't even feel the heat after cutting it with my chop saw with like a wood blade. So I know it's going to disperse heat really well. So there you go. Get this thing dried up, cured out, and I'll mount the ESC on it and show you guys what she looks like. Yeah, huh? Ooh, that looks good. Like I said, better heat dissipation. It saves room. I was also hoping it would help with my wires. Kind of consolidate all my wires nice and neatly. Before they were just kind of hanging out, flopping all over the place. That little fin I was able to double side stick my cap pack onto. I may have to tie strap it down, but oh man, that works good. So the actual mount itself will help cool my wires down, hopefully. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. Oh my god, it looks good. So I hope this guy helped you guys out. I hope it helped you out with your hobby. Very simple to make. Very, very simple. Like I said, it was like a shower rail slider type thing, like a channel, piece of aluminum channel. Hopefully it helped you out. Hopefully it gave you an idea for your build. Thank you guys for watching Ironclad RC, a channel where we tinker, test, and tune everything RC. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell to get notified for future builds, future projects. As always, thank you for watching.
To interpret, to imagine. In the end, that's what distinguishes humans from other animals. Abstract thought, poetry, analogy. But what's the measure of our cognitive advantage over the lesser species? And if this progress is guided to the edge of destruction.
She's trying to
Consider the birds, the bees, the bears, the barracuda.
You see it?
As mankind sails the world toward the tip of the iceberg, what survival strategy will they man the lifeboats and die on the stormy seas?